Er wordt gevochten om onze aandacht, ook op onze scherm, maar niet op onze deurmat. Kies voor de aandachtverdubbelaar en win de aandacht van je doelgroep.
Hello guys, I'm here. Can you hear me? Okay. First of all, what you guys need to understand, the indicator doesn't predict market manipulations. Don't buy and speculate. It's just experiment. It's on the 5 minute, I think. Yes. So if you're gonna play it for a short period, maybe even a minute. Okay. Abdullah, if I say to go long or short, don't listen to any advice from someone random out of the internet. Learn yourself, watch lots and lots of videos, but don't depend on someone random. Please. Okay. So what happened yesterday? I didn't expect it to be this big of a gain. I longed personally because I knew the weekly candle was about to close and I knew they would fight. And they did, as you can see. And the Bulls won. So I think that's a pretty good sign to finally see a reversal. 48. It tops. So what does this tell? First of all, you're gonna look for when in this weekly candle it touched 48k. So we're doing that by just scaling it to a smaller time frame. One o'clock, 26th July, for me. again 1 o'clock. Oh, sorry. So yeah, the blue ones and the white ones are spider lines I drew myself. I'm gonna show it in a second, but this all happened in 1 by. I think it's in 1 by. Because of market manipulation. So if we're gonna take a look at the oscillators, VMCB and origami oscillator, you can see the difference if you wanted to see it, but you couldn't see it coming. And why? Because this gives an insight on a normal market and not on manipulated markets. So you could have seen it coming because of the green dot appearing here or here. So if you guys know the strategy, you knew this could have been waves, but risky. But what in my opinion was the reason it went this aggressively is because of the weekly candle close. Was it around 1 o'clock? Maybe 2 o'clock, I don't know. But there was a weekly candle close coming, or was on this time, and that caused a lot of resistance. So what this tell me is the range for next week. People are excited again. People saw Bitcoin was going to 39.7k on Binance, if you say so. And yes, on every exchange it has hit another point, but that doesn't take away the fact it pumped a massive gain. So this tells me the next the range for the next week. So what I said, people will be excited, people want to believe that we are bullish again. So there is already a lot of resistance on that range. Spider lines I drew myself are for me pretty good. This is the futures chart. philosophies. Oh yeah, this is how I drew my spylines. Oh fuck. This was on the daily chart, I think. This was the dip of 2000, from begin 2020, and what I did was taking a line, a ray line, and let it fall up here, just from the top of each candle to the top of this candle. First candle it touches, and that's what I did, and it works for me. And the white lines I drew myself as extra. Okay, what I think will be going on this week, what will happen this week. We've seen a major pump. Of course, people believe we are bullish again. I think it doesn't have the potential yet to go for a big bull run again. And why? Because it needs to have a natural gain, and not like this. You know, when something like this happens, one person or one institution buys in, so you know that one person has a lot of control. That's why it's called a will, and that's not always a good sign. Yes, exactly. So personally, I think we surely gonna retrace it, which we already are doing. Good draws on trend lines to see, because what I see is a M pattern. It's already forming, so this could have been, this can be the case. Yes, Matthias. I think Bitcoin will hit a peak in December, by end of the year. Okay, smaller time frames. You see the M forming more clear. or a W, but it broke down to the downside. Okay, first thing we notice is this drop has a lot of resistance on the spider line I drew. As you can see, you don't need to take this like an exact level, because you can't be precise all the time. You can't be like, okay, I buy in at 1.6, I sell at 2.0, and it comes to 1.9 and you don't take profits because you said come to 2.0. So it is a estimated range. You can see the resistance. So for this she candle, yes, it reached out to this level approximately, and it closed here, but it could have reached out here or much further, or it could have closed here above the line, but you see the resistance is on these lines, so it works for me, and I recommend you doing your own TA as well. So if you're gonna draw more trend lines, I'm curious what we're gonna see. 5 minutes isn't that accurate. And if you go on a 5-minute time frame, you get in a trade you based on a 5-minute time frame, remember that the candles are also 5 minutes, so be sure on know that, and take your profits whenever you go in profits. Don't be greedy. So okay, we have the hourly chart. We can see the money flow is still green. It's good, but it's weakening, and we see an anchor wave, trigger wave, and anchor wave here. These lines, it draws itself, so it's easy. You can see it slowly going down at this point already. You don't need to know this, but at this point. So I see a red dot on the hourly, and let's calculate from this only, this red point. So you wanting to go to smaller time frames. Okay, we now decide to go short, and we now go to smaller time frames to search out an entry point. So what I go is 30 minutes, and I will take a look at the oscillators to see where we're at the market. So I can, on the 30 minute, I can see it go down more in here as well. On the hourly, you didn't see it just now, and we were on the 8 hour. So if I looked at the 30 minute, I wouldn't get in yet. So to the 15 minutes. Here it's the same, but you see the this wave getting bigger. Okay, in 5 minutes it was this candle, and you can see on the oscillators it was going down already. You knew it was going down, so if it was that time I would have gone short in here, which I didn't because I was away. I did short around this time, but I quickly drew out of the trade because I was afraid, which I didn't have to be, but that's life. So I lost, yeah. Okay, and if you still look from the 5 minute, now we're going to search at entry point for now. What we are going to do is follow it. It went down. If you shorted in here, you would have had a nice gain, and you could have take profits here, around here, because of the resistance lines. You see it broke through, just wanted to go back up, rejected, went down more, rejected here, went up again, but went down more. It rejected first here, but broke through. It wanted to go to the downside more, but we are going up again. And why? Why didn't I go long here or here? Because if you can see the waves, it was printing a what crypto face called it, a trigger wave. You can draw a line of average swings of the momentum waves here and here, but I usually do it in my head. So you can see it printed a anchor wave here and went up here, went down a little bit more, but this green dot when it appeared was a little slightly higher than the last. So that's, for me, that's a really good indication, but we are on the 5 minute time frame, so that is not that accurate. Matthias, the red cross will give an extra signal of a bearish trend. So let's go to higher time frames. On the hourly it still looks like going down, maybe going back up, as we can see on this wave. On the origami oscillator, you can see the lines are curving back up. It's also a good sign. 30 minutes. This one. That's an bearish indicator for that candle. Maybe I'm talking softly. Okay. I don't know if I can do a prediction right now because I don't know, man. It's because of this, but we're gonna try, and I'm gonna try to trade it as well. But okay, on the 50-minute time frame, and down in here, red cross, bearish indicator, red dot here, money flow coming in, going out, sorry, and this one is coming in but closing in. So what I think is happening, if I read the indicators, is the money flow stopped coming in here, and people are taking profits here, but I think there are more people who are too happy to see Bitcoin at these prices, and they will push the money flow back up again. As you can see it here and down, but it slightly went up a little bit, which looks tight. Momentum wave is curving in, it's a good sign. It holds on the resistance, is a good sign. On the 5-minute, making these waves, which I already told you, but this one looks dangerous. But it's on the 5 minutes, so could mean nothing. What I can do is draw the trend line to see if it holds. Right. Don't know if I can place it. I'm thinking I can use the origami ones, it's much easier. Wait, not history yet. okay, these are the history trend lines, and this one I think, and no, this one are the actual trend lines. No, this one I think. So what will it do? In my opinion, the next few hours, maybe. Oh man, this is hard. Okay, I think we are hitting this resistance for a small period of time. So you could see this as a bottom, but a temporary bottom. And now we will see if Bitcoin has the potential now to go upwards again, or we will retrace it around 36k. I think we can go to 36k. If we go down more, so maybe something like this, and it will be in this area where it will hit resistance, and I think and I hope it will go back up again from this moment, because if not, we will see some red months, the couple of months, in my opinion. So I am not sure about this, but I hope we will retrace it back up again in here, go sideways a little bit and break through, and maybe go for another all-time high, or not an all-time high, just another high. Oh shit. And if you look closely, on a longer period of time, this could be a W forming with a breakout to the top. Could be. I hope so. But does it have does it have potential on the higher time frame? I don't know. We'll see. But this was on the 15-minute time frame, and this could be very unrealistic. This high, even this high, but I think it will go down. It could be maybe a long period of time, maybe it could be like this. And break out. So we're talking about 1 day, maybe 2 days, 3 days, I don't know, but it will be this week. by end of this week we will see what will happen, if you are in bull market or not. Bear market, I don't know. I'm just holding, pulling, and don't look at that, and do futures trading for fun. And I must say, I'm not a millionaire, but I do know the basics of trading, and this strategy works for me. By watching Crypto Phase and by understanding trading reality, so yeah. I hope this video suits you guys. Yes, Daniel. That's what I think as well. What I hope. And I think we will see it because of the belief in Bitcoin right now. It's much better than last few years. I don't know if it could be a bull flag, I don't think so. With maybe, yes. With the bigger trend, I think. But it's that manipulation can also. I don't want to include it with my own opinion. If you guys have any more questions, you can ask them now. But I'm going to sleep in a few minutes. Going to end the stream. Yeah, let's take it. Want to see the EMAs. Okay. Looks pretty good, I guess. This is the 200 EMA. 50, 20. Right. 200, 150, 21, 7. Right. One tip: don't trade to trade, trade to make profit. So if you do it like that, it would be gambling, in my opinion. Just try to watch more videos to learn, because I'm not the best educator, and only go in trades when you're confident enough, confident of your own technical analysis, confident of your own gut feeling about the trade, and try to test your own strategy on paper. Try paper trading first. Try to make consistent gains, and don't try to trade after trade after trade after trade, because what you will do is basically going like, oh, I lost here, let's go put some here, let's go high leverage, let's take it back. So yeah, you will lose. Take the time, wait for a good moment to get in, and don't search one yourself if you can't find one. You know what I mean? Just wait for the perfect moment. Patience is the key. Abdullah, did you use high leverage? And yes, philosophy, yes. Did you do a futures trade? Or just a normal trade? I think futures, if I hear you. Ryan, I wouldn't take one specific point to enter a long. If I enter a long, which you can do, you can go for big scalps, small scalps, I would catch my long position. So I don't know if I can show it. I don't know how it works properly, so wait. I would begin catching longs around this area. I will begin making long. So what I do is I won't buy in the trade in one buy, but I will place several orders of smaller amounts spread over a large range of the Bitcoin price. So, and also not with high leverage. Sometimes I do because I think it's fun and I know what I can lose, but I'm not losing 13k, Abdullah. So I get it, but that's a big risk you took. Yeah, I made a lot of profit today as well with a loan. And yes, that Ryan, that can be the case because what I will do is I will put up my longs here. Whenever I go in profit, I will begin taking my profits. So even if it's a slightest swing, I will take my profits fast, and I will keep an eye on it. But we can go down more, like you said, to the 32. But I also work with stop losses, like you need to do, and I think I will put a tight stop loss around 35k. So it does look risky, but I know I can catch longs here. I will make money. So just try to understand the strategy better. I hope I can explain it right, but I'm struggling to pronounce it good. And yes, you can keep adding more money, which I do sometimes. It's fun, and also because I believe in Bitcoin. So one other thing you can do if you don't want to put a stop loss is try to add enough margin to your trade that your liquidation point in futures trading is so far beyond your entry price that it wouldn't hit you. So if you want to do it on Bitcoin, you need to make sure you have your liquidation point at least around 25k, especially with the big bumps going on right now. And if it goes down more, you need to make sure you have more money to buy in more longs while keeping your liquidation points as low as possible. Yeah, I get you, philosophers. I've been in trades where I stood like minus 80% for a day, and I just didn't want to get out of the trade because I knew it would go back up again, and it never hit my liquidation point, and it went back up again, and I made my profits even though I was min 80% in loss. So that's why I tell you guys you need to have patience. Yes, you need to know how the swings are, where to look at, and just be confident of your own analysis. If I am the trade, I have to be honest, I've sweaty hands a lot, and I've made many mistakes by going out while I had a good liquidation points. It just never hit, and I did get out. I took my losses, which I didn't have to, all because I didn't have patience and was anxious. Understand that, and if you do, I wish you good luck trading. So I'm going to end the stream. Maybe I will go back online around the daily close. It's I think 1 hour from now, 1 hour and 70 minutes. I don't know what it will do, but I hope it will stay in this range. If not, I hope it will hold the resistance. So take care, guys. I'm going to end the stream now. Okay, Abdullah, you don't have a trade going on right now? No sleeping with trades open, only with tight stop losses or good liquidation points. You can spread it, but okay. Good night, guys. I will try to do more live TAs, but otherwise I will be making videos because I'm better in talking when I prepare things. So yeah. Good night and trade safe.